What's up, everybody? Today I kind of wanted to go over a few different things that'll make you more valuable in the business world, both as an entrepreneur and as to the corporate world. If you work for a company, to get you noticed by the higher ups that are in charge of the pay raises and all that stuff. A couple of different, there's a few different categories that things can be grouped into that'll make you a more valuable team player. That's going to be your basic business knowledge, your financial management knowledge, your networking and self promotional skills, marketing and advertising skills, which also has to do with communication, your trend prediction, which kind of gets more into the market and being able to um, gets a little bit kind of into cold calling and statistics and that kind of thing. And then the human resource management side. With the basic business knowledge, that's going to be things like the licenses that the company is going to need, or if you're in a group or on a group project management team, that's going to be potential um, documents that you might have to file, different licenses and fees and things. Knowing a little bit about the taxes for your business definitely helps, especially when you're considering things that you can deduct at the end of the year, things that you have to pay upfront for when you buy them, when you make the initial payment purchase. It goes into a little bit of the HR skills there, the operating and business plans. That's going to go into having a well-rounded knowledge base of your company, what the goals are for your company, your target market, just increasing sales on that side. Knowing a little bit about local rules and laws, especially if you live in a smaller county or community, knowing local regulations and things will help your business. If there are certain um, road weight limits and you run a carrier service or a transportation service, you're going to have to know the weight limits, especially if it's a seasonal place. Around where I live, we do have seasonal road weight limits because we do get a lot of rain in the spring, so it makes certain roads a little bit weaker. So certain traffic is limited at times. If you know that and know ways around it, that's gonna make you look a little bit better. You might think it's just a small thing, but every little detail and thing that you can do to better yourself and be more efficient is gonna help in the long run. Knowing a bit about how profit and loss works and cold calling and how to get new sales funnel system. Knowing a bit about that will impress your bosses, usually does, um, and that will help increase sales. Most of the skills that I target for myself and for others are going to be the ones that increase your value. They're going to be the ones that, at the end of the day, your boss wants to make money and be efficient and decrease costs. If you can hit one of those three targets and do it in a way that they understand and want to implement, it's going to help you a lot in terms of being valuable to the company. On the financial management side, forecasting and planning, it sounds more complicated than it is. It's all about understanding where the expenses are. If certain jobs have a per diem or allocation that's given to employees or clients on a daily or weekly basis, how can that be adjusted to benefit the company without losing anything on the client's end? And there it gets a little sketchy. You have to walk a fine line of not cutting value, but just being efficient and mindful of the money that you do have. Marketing and advertising, that goes a little bit with copywriting. What can you say and do to make your business sound the best and be able to back that up? That goes along with networking and planning. Anytime I go anywhere, I always take business cards with me and I hand them out to everybody. Uh, Practice your business pitch. even if you're new or relatively low on the ladder in a company, um, being able to specify what you do and what your goal is within that company, and then also be able to specify what the company does in your own words, will help you build goals and maintain goals that will get you on track to where you want to be in the company. Um, the sales side is going to be communication, computer programs, and POS systems, or point of sale systems. If you can understand those things, that's definitely going to put you ahead of quite a bit, quite a few of your your peers in the company, especially if you're not in a retail based company. If you can understand those and how they do play into the roles of the company that you're in, um, it will help you understand the business as a whole, and where your boss will potentially make or lose money, or where the company will make or lose money. And if you can get those to even out, or the goal is to make more money than you lose, um, that will in my eyes, in my business, that's something that I do look for and do watch for. When people are able to perform that way, they get put on a short list of people that I watch for promotion and things. Human resources, that's going to be your networking, again, communication skills. Even if you're an introverted person, just being able to communicate clearly with people is going to be a big help. Knowing, again, your local laws and regulations, labor laws in your area, just kind of the basics on how long you can work before you have to take a break and all that other stuff. Definitely helps keep communication clear between the leadership and the employees, I find. Doing team building things, or just having good communication with the rest of your team, um, helps you know give that feeling of trust and camaraderie, which a lot of people don't really look for in businesses, and you can't really find it. But if you do have a really good team that gets along really well, and you know everybody's got each other's backs, that's when the business usually does really well. The team does really well when they know each other's strengths and weaknesses, and they can all pull together. You definitely don't need to micromanage for that. Let the team work it out itself for the most part. I find that micromanaging will most of the time make things worse. So, um, with that, having a definite time management skills is a big plus there, and then a little bit of office knowledge, various computer programs. If you take classes and things on your own, will definitely help set you apart from your peers. So there's a few things there that I look for when I'm working with people in business. Things that I try to improve in myself as much as I can. There are a few little subcategories there that are additional to that, but in general, as a whole, um, that's kind of what I look for, and that's what I know a lot of other business guys and business people in general will look for, is strength in those areas. So.